Slang words and phrases that are used in the 50 states. It's from an article from our friends. These are not our friends at bestlifeonline.com.
Best Life Online. That's what I'm living.
I don't know. They could be our friends. I know nothing about them other than they've published these slang words.
You don't know what they believe.
Is it a Joel Osteen thing?
No.
He's Best Life now.
Mm-hmm. Best Life Online
is different.
Yeah.
It's us.
No-see-em.
No-see-em is
These are bugs.
Is a bug.
This is in the
southern
South.
state.
Yeah, but this is the first time I'm seeing it written down and like understanding that it's the three like no-see-em.
Yeah, no, see them.
Because every time I've heard it,
no-see-em?
I thought no-see-em was like a scientific word.
I'm going to be spending the afternoon at the No-See-em.
No,
I'll be
I
unavailable.
knew it was the little bugs. I just thought it was like
You didn't realize it was a colloquial.
like it, yeah, I thought it was spelled like N-O-S-I-A-M, like the no-see-em.
I've heard this a few times. They did not say this in the part of North Carolina where we come from.
I never heard.
But I've heard it in other places. And I'm trying to remember.
Alabama.
I was going to say Mississippi, which borders Alabama, I think. So my guess is Mississippi.
You're both in the South, which is correct, but you're
Florida.
not South enough.
Is it Texas?
No.
Is Florida?
Yeah.
I said Florida a little bit ago.
Maybe that's where we heard it. You know the thing about Florida is they've got,
Well, there's a lot of
first of all,
things.
it's a peninsula. Which I didn't know that the first time I went. The second thing I've learned about Florida is, can you imagine not knowing that Florida was a peninsula?
I don't think it would affect anything.
I know, but just like having never looked at a map. You know?
We just left the water, and here I come up on water.
So
Is this a
many
peninsula?
people's houses,
Huh?
so many people have pools that are inside screened porches,
Yeah.
like screened over pools.
The bugs are cray down
And it's
there.
just like, okay, they don't have that in Georgia, and like they don't, like I've never seen that anywhere except Florida, and it's everywhere in Florida. Like, you can't have a pool without being inside a net.
Yep.
Things you learn
They feel more secure swimming now.
because of the no-see-ems is really
I
what's
think,
coming back to that.
I mean, I'm thinking about those. I would say on our last camping trip, Stevie.
Oh, we could see those.
You could see them.
Yeah, you could see them. But I think they were no-see-ems because you couldn't see them at first.
Oh.
No, dude, those were flies.
I
Those
think
were
this time we go
tiny.
camping inside of a Florida pool.
You think a no-see-em can pass through a Florida pool net?
No, they probably make the nets to not
ultra
let the
fine.
Net let the little thing. Maybe babies can, but babies don't know how to bite you.
I mean, then those nets are a lot finer than any screen that I've ever seen.
I think it might also be a way. I know there's something with insurance if you like fence in your pool, and it might be like a slight way or like around that, where it's like actually helping other things too.
That sounds like something.
It's a fringe benefit,
Look
but
up.
I'm pretty sure it's the bugs. Let's just.
Yeah. Listen, a nice screened in like porch situation in the South, that's nice. You know,
Screened in pool.
or pool, but also just a porch.
Yeah, because you don't want to
Summer.
have to put bug spray on all the time because then you smell like you got bug spray.
And you don't want to do that and jump in a pool.
Yeah, bug really.
All right, give us another one. I feel like we may be good at this.
Shark bait is what people from the state call tourists who are so pale that they just might attract the notice of area sharks when they're in the ocean.
I'm gonna say Florida again.
Florida is the guess that makes the most sense. But would you do Florida? Florida has a lot of shark attacks.
I thought that was Finding Nemo. Oh, that's where that came from.
I'm gonna say this
Shark
is
bait, hoo ha ha.
this is the Gulf Coast, but it's not Florida. It's
Louisiana.
Tempted to say Louisiana.
You're picking states that have, I think, quite a few pale people in them.
Oh, you making this about race?
What are you trying to say, Stevie?
I don't know. When I think of Florida, I think of like old white people.
But shark bait. I mean, to have sharks around your coastal waters.
Mm-hmm.
It's not California.
Well, and think about like I guess I'm thinking about being in the ocean, maybe like surfing.
California.
You're closer. You're getting closer.
What? It's Oregon?
You're getting closer.
It's
You're getting
Washington?
Closer, technically. Yeah.
It's Washington?
No. Think about all the states.
Think what?
Paula State? Paula State.
Think about all of the states you could choose from. The ones maybe you don't.
Hawaii!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were getting closer, but then we started going north. I was like, they ain't surfing up in Washington. I mean, somebody is, but they got like a big old wetsuit
All
on.
those pale white shark baits.
Shark bait. Yes, Stevie, now I understand everything you said.
Yeah.
Hawaii is a state.
Mm-hmm. Pork
Florida
Queen.
is a peninsula.
Pork Queen. The title given to the winner of this state's beauty pageant. Pork Queen.
Pork Queen.
I believe this might be North Carolina because we like pork. It's a big export.
Yeah, but how would we have not heard about the Pork Queen?
I haven't heard of every single pageant. I mean, my wife won Miss Irwin Denham. I mean, think about that. I mean, it gets pretty obscure from time to time when you win after some jeans.
Yeah, that's true. This is like a Pink Hill pageant. Get
It's
down
not North
east.
Carolina?
No.
South Carolina,
No.
Tennessee.
It's in a state I forget about.
Oh gosh, well that's gonna say a lot. Let's see.
Oklahoma. Stoklahoma.
Wyoming?
No.
What's the most forgettable state? Let's make some people mad. Let's do that.
Well, it's the ones I'm not thinking about. I'm
I mean, yeah,
name all
you're
the
kind
other
of proving the point right now.
The most forgettable state. Well, I've forgotten New Hampshire 3 times on the show. And I know that's not right.
ones. Pork Queen. In a forgettable.
It's in the
state.
Midwest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get things get
Arkansas.
lost in the Midwest. It's not really the Midwest. It's not a Dakota because people start thinking about.
Wyoming.
I already said that,
So?
and it was wrong.
Okay. I'm trying hard, man.
Nebraska.
Cut me some slack.
Nebraska.
You're ish.
Which way do I need to move?
Don't ask me.
How good is your geography?
It's Nebraska-ish.
Yeah, like it has the flavor of Nebraska.
Pork Queen.
Missouri?
Iowa.
Iowa.
Yes.
Iowa.
Has
yeah.
It has that Nebraska flavor. Got
I
the
see,
Pork
I see
Queen.
what you're saying about that.
Let's see a photo of the latest Pork
Yeah,
Queen.
Pork Queen, Iowa. If not, Google it, please, just for us. We'll wait.
I like that shirt though. That's a fun design.
It's a really
That's
cool
a good
design.
Proud Mythical
Let's
Beast
send
design.
one of these to the Pork Queen.
100% of profits
See how she responds.
go to what's the cause again?
Outright Action
Action.
International.
Outright Action. 100% of profits. So go for it.
Oh, very good. Now this is
We've been
the Pork
handed a
Queen.
phone.
And you've got
Okay.
the ambassador. Is that the previous Pork Queen?
These are high school students.
Well, who's that? The Pork King? Okay.
Yeah, there's a
Well,
Pork King.
Yep. We're talking high school students, so we cannot comment on this. We cannot
Okay.
comment on this. We'll not comment on the Pork Queen.
Listen.
I
I
mean,
missed it.
Oh.
I didn't say it.
I will say,
didn't.
looking at all the previous year's Pork Queens, it looks like it's the same person over and over.
They kind of blend together. Yeah.
I will say that.
So they all look like shark bait to me.
There's a type, if you know what I'm saying.
A gaper.
Oh, come on.
Someone who is very new to the sport of skiing and looks like a newbie on the slopes.
This
Does
is
that
a-
mean something dirty too?
No, it's
A gaper.
It's a mouth gaper, like, I never skied before. What's snow?
A gaper.
This is something you're gonna hear about in Colorado. You know, this Colorado, the capital of America.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. It could be Utah.
That's Colorado.
A gaper.
Y'all need to come up with a new name.
I guess they're like going around gaping at everything. Like,
Don't show us any photos of the Gaper Queen. I don't care. I don't
The
care
Gaper
if she is
Queen.
from Iowa. None of that.
Bop. People from this state use the word to describe someplace farther than a hop, skip, and a jump.
A bop?
Basically, when someone says somewhere is too far to go,
it's a bop away. That seems like it would be close, right? Oh, it's just a bop away. Oh, that's a bop away.
This feels
Bop seems short. This is wrong.
New England to me.
Yeah, because
Go.
it's not really
go
far.
down.
It's a place where distance
It's East Coast.
doesn't matter.
Maryland.
What? How'd you do that?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maryland, they say it's a bop.
It just
away.
felt like
I
it was
disagree.
getting close to New England. It was like it's a northeastern kind of thing, you know?
Oh, sorry. They don't say the away part.
It's just
Am I
a bop.
apologizing for something I said? I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, they just say it's a bop, not a bop away.
I forgive you.
Not, not the away.
Bop. Man, that's a bop. I'm not up for that.
It's brick. Or it's super cold.
It's brick.
It's
Super
brick.
cold. This is a place where it gets
North
super
Dakota.
cold. I was going to say Minnesota.
Everything's becoming a brick.
No. Go east.
Go east.
It's New York?
Connecticut. Maine.
Massachusetts.
Yeah.
A brick. How, is this a... Use this in a sentence?
It's brick.
It's brick.
Took me 45 minutes to defrost my windshield.
It's brick out there. Okay.
Well, you remember the days when
I
you used to have
understand
to defrost your windshield?
Oh my gosh. Wow. What a thing.
Oh, wow. You had to go outside. Everybody in North Carolina had a...
North Carolina.
Everybody in North Carolina had a plastic
Yeah.
scraper in your car that you had to use throughout the winter when you went outside. And my dad had a thing.
Sure,
My
yeah.
dad would put hot water on the window, and he would like take a picture of hot water out there. And it's funny because I'd forgotten all about this, would have never thought about it again until I saw a TikTok where a guy was like, I'm going to research the best methods of defrosting your windshield. Hot water. And he's like, hot water in a plastic bag that you just rub on there. And it turns out that was really, really good.
That was really good.
Because it doesn't put more water. If it's too cold, the hot water refreezes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do that, it just like, he was just rubbing a daggum hot bag on his windshield.
It's brick. It never really got brick in North
It didn't get
Carolina.
brick, but it was, you got to scrape it, son, sometimes.
This one I really am not a fan of. Pre-funk.
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 This
You
is
might
when
call
you
it-
start to smell a little funny.
You might call it a pre-game, but people from this state shorten pre-function to pre-funk to refer to the drinking that occurs before attending another gathering.
A pre-funk.
This is a drinking culture. So this is a beer culture. So we are squarely in the
Massachusetts.
Midwest again.
No?
Right?
No. New England.
Could be New England. This isn't a Southern thing. We wouldn't do pre-funk. That wouldn't make any sense to us.
Because we would never have said it's a pre-function and then shortened.
Right, yeah, we would have never gotten that. We don't do
That's
three
a little
syllables.
too. That's a little too Kenny Bunkport.
You don't learn words with 3 syllables in North Carolina until your senior year in high school.
Could be Cape Cod. You know. This is when you pre-gaming Cape Cod.
I couldn't even pronounce my last name for the longest time until 11th grade English.
Good.
You were both in incorrect areas.
Oh, so it's not the Northeast, it's not the Midwest, it's not the South. It's the West.
Washington.
It's Arizona.
Oh, it's Washington.
Oh, Washington. Yeah.
Oh, it's a. We're going to
Pre-funk.
the.
It's a smart state.